I'm Todd. First up, we have the artist from the United States of America. And they'll be facing the artist from the United States of America.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 4 rounds.
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Swing and a miss with that jab. Hook misses. Open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. He wasn't ready for that counter. You'd like to see more jab. Oh, wait a minute. And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in. On to the second round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Straight right just misses. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Nice counter shot. Nice stop, but that won't score. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Not a lot of defense here at all. No rest for the weary. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs... Let's get it started in round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Needs to put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. And is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight. Disaster averted.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
A little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful. Do you believe what we are seeing? And down goes the artist. She's absolutely done her in there with the headshot. Cue up the replay machine.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Oh, she knows now. She can smell blood. She's just not got to get trigger happy. Be smart.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. So it's plan B time after... Back at it in round 4. She's got a minute to collect herself, and boy does she need it, because you know her opponent is going to come out blazing, looking for another knockdown to start this round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! They're in trouble! And the artist has been dropped. Oh, and as the replay shows, the body shot did her in. No getting up from that one.
A shot from the gods took her out.
One, two, three, four, five, six. And you continue.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
And the artist will be forced down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Corner needs
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.
I'm Todd Grisham, and not a bad... Here we have the artist from the United States of America. Up against them, the dancer from Italy.
Look at this, these fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
And with that, let's go into the ring. And the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for...
How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting... These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. This fight has a real good flow to it. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. It is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning or air con, as they say in the UK.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Punch, counter punch. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores. And there's the bell for round two. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They miss with the jab. They both want the knockout. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A perfect counter lands. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The referee really thinking about stopping it. And the dancer has been knocked off their feet. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Give me your ball.
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the... There's the bell to start round 3. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know he's left us gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Perfect counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Misses with the jab. Beautiful counter shot. The straight right just misses. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. They exchange punches. Nice counter. He blocks the jab. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've been in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to win. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
You'd like to see more jabs. to see a jab from these two. And he just missed with that left jab. And that hook misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the fight, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
What a lovely afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First up, we have Young Blood from South Korea. Up against them, the Artist from the United States of America.
If this fighter knows how to use that reach, this is going to be a shot night.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red.
A lot of pre-match drama. And there's the bell to start round one. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. Will get knocked out. Ooh, a stiff jab. A lot of high hopes and aspirations from the fans and media alike as we get set for this main event under the sun.
So Todd, let me explain to you. We're outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fight that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting, fighter on fire.
Well done with that counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this...
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. And now going for the finish. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Good counter punching. You don't want to trade shots. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And a round that seemed like eternity for them.
That's his round.
Here we go, it's round 2. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That counter shot lands. That counter punch caught him clean. Misses with that uppercut. Good counter punch. Nope, that jab not going to score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on this. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. He misses with that straight left. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Left counter scores. This could be the end. And down goes the artist. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet. There's the bell to start round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Counter punch caught him clean. The jab not finding its target. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
The jab not finding its target. Straight right just misses. Hatchet, and they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five. Listen to me. Are you okay?
That's it, a unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.
What a night for a fight. First up, the artist from the United States of America. We're coming up against the rock star from Venezuela.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of boxing. In the red corner...
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's... These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. They exchange punches. Caution is being thrown to the wind. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique environment as we get set for this high-energy showdown.
How picturesque is this, Todd? How perfect is this? It's perfect for us, not for the fighters because they're the ones getting hit, but for us, how picturesque is this? This is what it's all about. This is the beauty of our sport.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other.
And down goes the artist. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four. Can you continue?
referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Gotta wonder how big of a factor that. On to the second round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. And he misses with the left uppercut. Will the referee stop it? And the artist has been dropped. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
I've got to see that again.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
What resilience to be...
And the artist will be forced down. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end? Nice counter punch right up the middle. And we may see a stoppage here. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Disastrous round, but he's still... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? You've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea.
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. A chance to make history. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he got back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
That jab misses. The straight right just misses. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back. Steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there for a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but here we go to the fourth round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. What a massive upset this would be. Good job, oh, wait a minute. Stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. And down goes Rockstar. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the guns took him out.
One, two, three, four, five. Give me your ball.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. This may do it. It's all coming to an end. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
Nice looking right hook, but he blocked it. A perfect counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
I'm Todd Grisham, and there is a buzz in the air here tonight. Here we have the artist from the United States of America. They're coming up against the artist from the United States of America.
The reach, how on earth are they going to get through that jab?
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of boxing.
They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. How about that time counter shot? Do you believe what we're seeing? He missed with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. He threw a punch and just got countered. Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? That's what these two men are about to go through as they've been talking so much trash on social media. It's time to settle the score.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How have they prepared for this? These fighters, this is going to be so hard. But so
Oh my God, Johnny! Where was the defense? How are they still standing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell them when they go to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nice defense on that hook. Nice counter. These punches coming from every angle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after. On to the second round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. Beautiful counter punch. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. Will get knocked out. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Why weren't they covering up? And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to...
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker.
Good work.
And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Didn't land that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Punch, counter punch. Can't score with that jab. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. We know who has the power advantage, and we also know who has the speed advantage. We know who has the power advantage, and we also know who has the speed advantage. Nice counter. Good counter punching. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The game plan does not seem... Here we go to the fourth round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Swinging him. Did you see that? And they got caught. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job.
Hold on a second. And down goes the artist. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four. And you still want to fight.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
So much for defensive abilities. And the artist has been dropped. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. But what a result.